do back there? Oh, yeah. There you go, it's on. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom, grace and peace. You brothers and sisters of Negroid and Indigenous descent, we are here. Another history class on this pagan Friday night, right? Which is not the Sabbath, but we're actually in the middle of 6 days of labor. It's night 18, according to the heavens.
Yep, night's class. Biblical identity, right? Just showing how we know we are Israel. The Israelites, right? Israel was a people before it was a land, right? Because it was called the land of Canaan before it became the land of Israel, right? Until God called his people, right? Let's get Israel real quick. What does Israel mean? Genesis 32. I think about 26, one of you know.
All right, we're in the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 28. And he said, "Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed."
For as a prince has thou power with God and has prevailed, right? Well, prince has thou power with God and with men, right, and has prevailed, right? God shows the people meaning, and that's talking about everything we touch or do in the earth. We do it the best, right? Whether it's dressing, cooking, style, rhythm, music. We dominate. We you know what I'm saying? We conquer. We dominate it. You know what I'm saying? In all aspects of life, man. Right? Whether it's you know what I'm saying, raising our children to be, you know what I mean, aware and alert and yeah, strong, courageous, man, courageous. That's the Israelites, man. We do it the best, man. We got the flavor. That's why everybody follow us. You know, and that's why you got the so-called Japanese, right? Their biblical name is Ammon. They try to rap and they try to have it a little, you know what I'm saying? They try to make the hair go. They try to make an afro, like dread. They try to make dreadlocks and stuff like that. They want to braid their hair, and we understand, man. We're the salt of the earth. We're God's people, man.
Exactly what I was thinking, bro. Man,
you know, the women with beauty and stuff. Yeah, of course, they have the white woman's face as the author of beauty in the earth and the white man's. But they want to be our sisters. That's why they get the injections in their lips, the Botox, you know what I'm saying, in their face. You know what I'm saying? The face to be full. They like their hair to have volume. That's why they use mousse and all of these other things to make their hair stand up. You know what I mean? Because ours naturally stands up against gravity, right? What they call gravity. Theirs just flop down, you know what I'm saying? Our sisters have the puffs, you know what I'm saying? It's going to stay. Without any help, like from any glues, gels, mousse, none of that stuff, man. They want to be our people, but our sisters and brothers want to be them. We envy them. Why? Because their faces, you know what I'm saying, set up as, you know, on the surface as the author of beauty, and they do rule the earth, the world, right? We you know what I'm saying, they conquered us, and you know what I'm saying, so they gave us the laws that we have to keep, and the heritage. We're keeping their heritage, like their holidays, you know, and their education system. So that's, you know what I mean, that's, yeah. So today's class, right? We what did I say? Biblical identity, right? Showing who the Israelites are, because the Israelites are a cursed people and a scattered people throughout the earth. Let's go straight to the point. Deuteronomy 28, right? Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. This is the not only biblical reference, but this is the main biblical reference that we or book that we go to identify the children of Israel, God's chosen people, today in the earth and before today in the earth, man, right? Past, present, and future. Deuteronomy 28:15.
Right, in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so the point is, Moses bringing the children of Israel out of Egypt, he made a covenant with the children of Israel between the and the Lord, right? The Lord made a covenant with the children of Israel by the hands of Moses. That's the way to say it. That's the way to word it. The Lord made a covenant with the children of Israel by the hand of Moses, right? That we're supposed to keep his commandments, right? Or suffer curses or be blessed, right? Either if we keep the commandments, we're blessed people. That's Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. The curses are Deuteronomy 28, 15 through 68, right? If we don't keep his commandments, we will suffer the curses. We're going to go straight into the curses, right? Because this is the biggest identifying marker within the whole Bible, right? But it's not only. Deuteronomy 28, and let's jump to 45.
Right, Deuteronomy 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Right.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right, so we're still talking about the curses, right? That's what Deuteronomy 28, 15, that's why we started at 15, because if the God set up commandments, if we keep them, we will be blessed. If we don't keep them, we will be cursed, right? So moreover, all these curses in 45 shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not to the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes in which he commanded thee, right? Next verse. Here's the point.
Right, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
That's the point. And these curses shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Your seed is your children, your offspring. From generation to generation. Forever is how long? That's forever. That's till who we call Jesus Christ, or, you know what I'm saying, or Yahshua, Yahusha, Yeshaya, whatever you call the Son of God, his name, right, until he returned. That's forever. That's what forever means. So these curses are going to be on our people forever. Our children, on the adults, on the aged men and women. It don't matter. The curse is going to be upon them forever, right? And the main curse we want to focus on, and there's so many curses, but we really want to focus on this curse. This is why we started with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Let's jump to 64.
Right, Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Right, so the point is, the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. All people is going to all races, all nations. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's the curse that we're focusing on today. The scattered people of the Lord. It's saying these curses are going to be on us forever, right? And upon our seed, that we're going to be scattered amongst all people. So that curse was never going to end. So that's why I want to focus on that scattered, because that's throughout all the prophets, the apostles, right? And in the Psalms, you know what I'm saying? You even got King Solomon's writing, you know what I'm saying? And all the prophets, man, they wrote of the scattered people of the Lord, man. Prophesied to be scattered in the future and in that present time when they break God's commandments, right? Verse 65.
Verse 65. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
So among those nations, thou shalt find no ease. That's another key point that we have to focus on, right? Who's the race that's among all races that can seem to find no ease at their, you know what I'm saying, their oppression that they're oppressing them with, man. You know what I'm saying? We're always oppressed. When Christmas come around, you got the, you know what I'm saying, over there in Switzerland and in Europe, I'm going to just say Europe all together, because all over Europe, you know what I'm saying, they do y'all can look that up, Zwarte Piet, Zwartie, I think. Zwarte Piet, P-E-T-E. You know what I'm saying? It's a little black slave, right? You know what I'm saying? He was a black slave, supposed to be the you know what I'm saying, so-called the elf of Santa Claus, right? And their Santa Claus is spelled like Santee. Claus with a K. K-L-A-S-S. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but check it out, man. Right? They do the black face on Christmas right over here. You know what I'm saying? The elves are white and they're the big ears, and you know what I'm saying? That's how they make it. But this is all this is what is that shit called? Greek mythology, right? Some damn, it's some folklore. Even because we know it ain't no flying damn reindeer or a Rudolph with a red nose, right? Or snowmen that talks, right? Right? So they oppress us with that, man, in the other countries. I don't want to focus on that. I want to just get to the scattered part, right? So among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall thou so the sole of thy foot have rest, right? Meaning you're going to always be working. We're always going to be put to work, right? Working them 9 to 5s. You know what I'm saying? For low pay, low wages. You know what I'm saying? To keep those that are in power in power. Why should they empower us with riches and wealth to bring their economy down and their wealth down? You know what I'm saying? To give to share with us, right? All nations are equal. That's the thing. They still got us believing that shit, man. We all equal. No, we're not all equal. The people that are in power, they ain't giving up the damn power. You know what I'm saying? It ain't niggas and Hispanics and damn East Indians and Arabs all rich at the same. Everybody's rich at the same. No, that's not happening. Well, rich and wealthy, to where we don't need to go to the other nation, another nation, or look for anything, right, or barter with them, right? We shouldn't need nothing from nobody if we were rich and wealthy, man. If we're all equal. But so that's what we're talking about. The curse. Biblical identity, right? And that biblical identity we're finding through the children of God, that there are scattered people all over the earth. Let's go to Luke chapter 21. Let's, you know, because we know our people, you know, the ones that stuck in Christianity. They're one like, well, you know, when Jesus came and, you know, all people he set, you know, he sat near and dear to him, and he declared that all people are equal, and he didn't never say that. He can't show you no book, chapter, or verse, man. It's crazy, right? 21 verse 20.
Right. St. Luke chapter 21 verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Right.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get to 20. I want to jump down, right? But it says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know the desolation thereof is nigh, right? And this was in the time of Christ. He was prophesying that the Roman armies was going to come up and besiege Jerusalem and destroy the people that's in Jerusalem or that's coming into Jerusalem. He's telling them, do not come into Jerusalem. Stay away from here. Get away, flee, go into the mountains. And the mountains are located in what we call Africa today, right? Let's jump straight to 24 to get to the point, right? Go ahead.
24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Who? The Israelites, his people. They shall fall by the edge of the sword by the Romans. Go ahead.
And shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Right, and that time of the Gentiles is not fulfilled. They're still trodden down the city of Jerusalem, meaning the land of Israel. Right? They're having wars in the land of Israel right now as we speak. Right? With the, what was it called? The Palestinians and and the so-called Jewish people, right? And we know they're not the real true Jews. We know they are not the Israelites, right? This is why we're dealing with that curse scattered, right? It said that his people is going to be scattered forever, and their seed, their children, forever. That means until Christ, we call Jesus Christ, come back. These people over in the land of Israel right now, they're not scattered. You know, they're rich, wealthy. They own the major banks. They own, you know what I'm saying, the entertainment industry. They own shit. They own the media. How the news get pushed out. You know what I'm saying? The money. Their face is on the money, not ours. Right? All right, go ahead. Talk a little bit, bro.
Right. So we bring it out because, you know, this biblical identity, you know what I'm saying, within the Bible is very, very important to know in these latter days. And the prophecies, right, coming to pass, like the brother here showing not only Deuteronomy, right, that we just read in Luke, right, chapter 21. Also, I'm going to read this right here in Acts, right, Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, right? Upon all flesh. And then we read the prophecies he's quoting is a prophet Joel, right? Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. So this is it, your sons and your daughter, like Brother Prince bringing out, from the Israelites. You know, it's a specific letter in the latter days that these people are being identified, right? That's what Brother bringing out.
Right. So, you know, so the point in Luke 21:24 it says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and they shall be led away captive into all nations. That's captive. Led captive is talking about scattered. That's the point I want to focus on, like we read in Deuteronomy 28:64, the curses, right? That shall be on our people forever, right? Christ was this is what he was quoting. He was quoting from the prophets and the Psalms. Let's get into some of those, right? Let's go to Isaiah 14, right? Isaiah 14, verse 1. One of the prophets that quoted Israel being scattered, right? And being saved out of their oppression.
Right.
And all nations not being equal to them. As we read this and understand that all nations are not equal to God's people. You're going to understand that as well, right? Go ahead.
Right. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel.
Right.
And set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right, so the Lord says he's going to set Israel in their own land. He's going to have mercy only on Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. Now, that's a separation right there. He didn't call the strangers Israel. Mm-hmm. Neither did he call Israel the strangers. It's a separation already by him naming them, right? Name this people Israel and the other people strangers, which are the other races. And he's saying they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, meaning Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
That's Israel taking the other strangers, meaning the other races, and bringing them to we're going to bring them to our place, right? Because the Lord said he's going to set us in our own land. So we're going to bring these strangers to our place. Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
See that? Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, so the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. This is how you know that's future tense. Alright? The Lord's he's going to save his scattered people from among these scattered races, all other nations. And he's going to put us in our own land. And we're going to possess them in the land of the Lord. That's our land. The land of the Lord is talking about the land of Israel, Jerusalem. Right? We're going to possess these other nations there. Right? For servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were. Because we're their captives now. Even though we don't go through the harsh physical, the physical, you know, attributes of slavery, right? The whips to the back, the picking the cotton, you know what I'm saying, in the, you know what I'm saying, in the harsh weather. They got machines that do it. So we're not in the fields working no more. We're not being beat across our back. So that kind of throw our people mindset off like, well, we're not in slavery no more. But we are in captivity. We still are in slavery. It's more of a mental slavery. Right. See, they know how to mentally break you down, physically break you down, but it's more mentally. They'll break you down physically, but it's more mentally. Meaning, with the homosexuality, lesbianism at a high rate, saying it's okay, you can marry, passing these laws. That's a way to break you down as a race of people and destroy you. Not just physically like lifting the hand and, you know what I mean, pushing a sword through your chest, or chopping your head off, or shooting you in the face, right? But they do that. They do shoot us. That's a physical, harsh punishment that you know what I mean, they bring on us in this captivity. But point is, we're in captivity, and we're going to rule over our oppressors, who oppress us this day. Right? Read verse 3, and that's it.
Verse 3: And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear,
right,
and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right. So the Lord will give us rest. Right, He will give us rest from thy sorrow, our sorrows, and from our fears, and from our hard bondage, captivity. That's what bondage is, wherein we was made to serve. So we was made to serve this captivity until the Lord comes back. Right, get that real quick in Jeremiah chapter 17 and 4. Right, Jeremiah 17:4. We was made to serve captivity forever until the Son of God comes back. I'm going to say Son of God because, you know, the name, the name, brothers and sisters out there, man. And name. If you don't say the name, you know what I mean? How about Son of God? You know what I mean? That way we can try to not offend you, brothers, the weak brothers and sisters. Go ahead, brother.
Right, Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
So we will serve our enemies in a land which we know is not. Go ahead.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
And he said that's going to happen forever. He's going to be mad forever at us. So we're going to serve our enemies in a land which we know not forever. He's going to gather us from this area, you know what I'm saying, where we're scattered. He scattered us here, like we just read in Isaiah 14, and he's going to gather us. He's going to have mercy on us and bring us back into our own land, and we're going to possess the heathen. This is how we know, right? This is our biblical identity. We are the Israelites, man, right? The people that's oppressed in these last days that we're living in, scattered throughout the whole earth. That Afro-centric, Afro-Japan, and Afro-China, you know, that's living in the ghettos and the slums, you know what I'm saying, or in Arabia, or in damn East India, or in Europe, right? So-called Negroes and Hispanics living in these ghettos. Hey, matter of fact, let me show you this. You know what I'm saying? You can look this on. This is crazy. This is one of the first things we figured out when we came into the knowledge of the truth. Definition of ghetto, right? The definition of ghetto. All right, the definition of ghetto is, here it goes. It's the first definition. It says, a poor urban area occupied primarily by a minority group or groups. Right? Here's the second definition. The area in a city where Jewish people lived, and often restrictions imposed by non-Jewish authorities. You see that? And if you go into the hoods, they say this is where the Jews live. They said Jewish, but we know this is where the Jews dwell. You know what I'm saying? The Jews dwell in the ghettos, and it says they're often under restrictions imposed by non-Jewish authorities. We don't have the authority to push no laws on no race of people, right? The so-called Negroes and Hispanics. We don't have no authority to push no laws and restrictions on no one. Who's pushing the laws and restrictions on us? so-called white man. He's pushing the laws and restrictions on us. So he is the non-Jewish authority, and we are the real Jews that's getting the laws pushed on us. But God damn it, just for real. Like this one elder I used to know, you always say, but God damn it. After every sentence, but God damn it. Right? So we are real Jews, man. That's another way to know. Like it's like crazy how they put that in there. The Jews are they suffer the restrictions imposed by a non-Jewish authority. It's a wrap, man. The cat is out the bag. It ain't going back in. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. How do we, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? We said this is our biblical identity. I know we just use Google to just get that, but we're going back to the Bible. Let's go to let's go to Joel chapter 3. Joel chapter 3. Remember, all the prophets spoke of a scattered people, man. Joel chapter 3, verse 1.
Right, Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
So he's going to bring again the captivity, meaning he's going to say, bring us out of the place where he scattered us. That's what he's talking about, bringing our captivity back, going back into the Holy Land. Only for the believers and the righteous and the obedient by keeping his commandments. Those are the only ones. Like we read before in Deuteronomy 28, we got to keep the commandments to escape these curses that we're in, right? But the curses show that we're scattered, right? Go ahead and read the next verse, bro.
All right, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That's the valley of decision. Go ahead.
And will plead with them there for my people.
He's going to plead for his people. Go ahead.
And for my heritage Israel.
Right.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Wow. So he's going to plead against the other nations for his people, Israel, whom they scattered into all the lands. All lands, man. They scattered us into all nations and parted his land. His land is the land of Israel, like we read in Luke chapter 21, verse 24. Jerusalem is going to be trodden down by the Gentiles until it be fulfilled. Something like that. You know what I mean? Don't quote me. I'm just paraphrasing, right? The point is, in Joel chapter 3, verse 2, is that we were scattered among all the nations. That's the point. Like we read that curse that shall be forever in Deuteronomy 28, verse 45 and 46, right? The curse that shall be forever. And we read 64, said he's going to scatter us amongst all nations, and we're going to serve the gods of wood and stone, right? I mean, stones represent like the cobblestone, right? Or statues, right? The cobblestone, which is in Islam, and the wood representing the wood to make the wooden cross, right? Which they hung the Son of God on, right? And still to this day, our people wear crosses, whether they go to church, that Christianity church, or not. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters will wear a cross with diamonds on them, right? Or they'll tattoo a cross on them, or some praying hands. You know what I'm saying? And they don't go to church. All right? So we're serving other gods, man, among all races. So we got that in Joel. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 11 and 17. Let's get into Ezekiel, right? That's how we know we're Israel, right? The scattered people of God, man.
All right, we're in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 11, in verse 17. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, I will even gather you from the people, and assemble you out of the countries wherein ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel.
There it is again. He's going to gather us from where he scattered us and give us the land of Israel, right? Go ahead.
And they shall come hither, and they shall take away the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence.
Right, and that's making it cleansed. That's cleansing the land when we get gathered up out of here, because it has to be cleansed. Because these jokers over there, these Gentiles that's trodden the land down right now, they got all kind of detestable things going on over there, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably got tunnels up like they do in New York. the tunnels under the ground with the baby mattresses and blood on it and stuff like that. They probably doing it over. There ain't no telling what they're doing over there right now. They having damn gay parades. You know what I'm saying? Gay pride parades. They marching down the strip of Gaza. You know what I mean? Yeah. So go ahead and read the next verse.
Right, verse 19. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them an heart of flesh.
He's talking back about his people, the Israelites. He's saying he's going to take that stony heart out of us, meaning the disobedient mind out of us, man. The hard head that we had to not want to keep his commandments. He's going to take that out and give us a fleshy heart, meaning, you know what I'm saying, a heart of that wants to be obedient. That's what he's talking about. Go ahead.
That they may walk in my statutes and keep mine ordinances and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God.
Right, man. Verse 21, that's it.
But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations,
those that don't want to be obedient and keep his commandments, go ahead.
I will recompense their way upon their own heads, saith the Lord God.
I had to bring that one out just to let y'all know that everyone, all of our, just because you're an Israelite, you're not getting into the kingdom of heaven if you're not being obedient.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. This is the only way to go. If you ain't doing this, you ain't doing shit. You're finished, right? You're going to be recompensed. Recompense means payback, right? And he's going to pay you back. He might not pay you back today, but he's going to pay you back one day.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 10. So we got it out of the mouth of a few prophets already, man. We ain't gonna get every prophet, right? We just giving you enough so you can get the understanding of the gist of what we're trying to bring out. You go get the rest of the prophets on your own. That's your homework, right? You do your own research and get all of the prophets that's showing that we were scattered and we're going to be gathered from these other races that were scattered amongst. Yeah. We had to do the research, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Right, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
Right, and that's saving us out of captivity, going back into the land of Israel. Go ahead.
For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
Right, so the Lord said he's going to save thee. Though he make a full end of all the nations, he's going to destroy all these other nations' power. Not destroy them utterly, because they got to make, you know what I'm saying, he got to use some of them to build up our kingdom. They got to work as slaves. That's right. Right? But he's going to destroy their power. He's going to make a full end of their power, which whether he have scattered thee, that's what he's talking about, whether he scattered us. Because the Lord scattered us here, man. You know what I'm saying? These other nations ain't got the power to just do it on their own will. The Lord had to put it in their spirit to scatter us all over the nation. And whether we can't even, whether if we fought back or not. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read the next verse.
Verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous.
Right, that's us now. That means we're, you know what I'm saying, nobody can help us and heal us. You know what I'm saying? We the wound is so grievous of us being destroyed. Right? Go ahead.
There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up.
Bound. You're right. Yeah, I know it's a bond in our
That
book.
thou mayest be bound up.
Right.
Thou hast no healing medicines.
Right. Bound up is like wrapping a bandage around something, you know, to stop the bleeding. You know what I'm saying? We have no healing medicines. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's saying. These other nations can't help us. They ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? How can we be saved out of being this destroyed state of mind that we have? It's the Lord that have to bring us out of this. He have to gather us, whether he scattered us and destroyed us. We have to be gathered out of this, man. Right? That's it, man. Right, and the next part go in the lovers. The lovers are the other nations. Read that too, 14.
Verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with a wound of an enemy. with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased.
So God wounded us, man. He said all our lovers, because he called them our lovers because he know we love these other races so dearly, man.
Right.
We love them so much, man. They don't love us back, but they're our lovers, meaning we love them.
Right.
That's crazy. And the Lord, he's calling us out. That's so-called Negroes and Hispanics. We love the other races and their customs and the things they do. You know what I'm saying? We're picking shoes. Oh, I like this how they do that. You know what I'm saying? We try to make shit our heritage up as we go. You know what I'm saying? And our customs. We try to make it up as we go and try to, you know what I'm saying, take a little bit of here, this race, that race, right, and put a spin on the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we try to do it. That shit looks so stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about a damn Christmas week party and all of this garbage. You know what I'm saying? We crazy as hell.
Yeah, because just remind me, just recently, a lot of our so-called Negro sisters had something called Galentine.
See?
Galentine. When men, y'all not invited. It's a girls' Galentine. There's a bunch of them. They done decorated the whole house and made a whole out of just idolatry damn party full of. I'm just saying though,
that's
man.
What
like, we do worse than they heathen.
Yep. Heathen ain't make trunk or treat up.
Right.
Nigga churches did that. Nigga
churches did.
Nigga churches made that up. Trunk or treat. Try to make us put a spin on trick or treat. You know what I'm saying?
That's us, man.
I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah. It's Galentine.
Galentine. Yeah, I seen that online. Where the women go out and buy their own flowers and their own Valentine's gifts and shit. And treat myself. And,
right.
Because they so fucking lonely. I'm about to go in here, boy. They so lonely because brothers ain't studying their ass right now. Brothers is getting their shit and moving forward, trying to build themselves up. And you know what I'm saying? Make themselves something. Because all women is doing is talking about some insecure, goddamn dusty, talking about goddamn, what's the other word? You know what I'm saying? Y'all narcissists and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Masculinity, overload. They be saying all kinds of fucking words these days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all
toxic masculinity. That's what he called it.
It's all because you're bitter and have no accountability.
Yeah, they don't want to say, you know what? I make stupid decisions and stupid choices.
Yeah, see.
You know what I'm saying? And I picked the wrong nigga. Because I'm tell you, some of these niggas out here is dumb as hell, man. The men, I'm talking about the brothers. They dumb as hell, man. And you women fall for them dumb niggas. The same old damn dumbass line all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas saying the same shit they were saying back in 1990, 95. They're saying the same shit. And they passing it down to their sons, and the women passing how to be a whore down to the daughters and the daughters, and it's just going. It's a continuous cycle, man. It's never ending. Nobody is breaking us and saying, you know what, hey daughter, these niggas gonna step you like this and this like this. It's just the same old game. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. Don't even try to have sex with them. Nah. Nope. Is get that bag. Tell them to get the bag. Women telling them to get the bag. See what you can get up out of them. You know what I'm saying? God gave you that, but hey, you better use it. Get what you can get up out of them. All of that shit, man, that shit is off. You know what I'm saying? I know we sidestepped. Damn, we went on. Okay, it's all good. We finna bring it back. Let's go to Psalm chapter 60, verse 1. Right? Scattered Israelites. We was going on a rant. I love rants too. We do rants over here.
Right, Psalms chapter 60 and verse 1. O God, thou hast cast us off. Thou hast scattered us. Thou hast been displeased.
Right.
O turn thyself to us again.
Right. And this, you know what I'm saying? And this is King David prophesied, man. Oh God, thou hast cast us off. Mm-hmm. Thou hast scattered us. Thou hast been displeased, right? Why? Because of our sins. Mm-hmm. We don't want to keep his commandments. Oh, turn thyself unto us. Oh, turn thyself to us again, right? Right? That's the prayer right there. David's praying. Turn yourself unto us, Lord, right? All right, we're finna get ready to close up soon. Let's go to the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's get New Testament, right? We only got a couple of the New Testament, right? We can get some more, because there's other words other than scattered. What's another word for scattered, bro?
We got dispersed.
You goddamn right. Dispersed. There we go. I was thinking of no, I couldn't think of one earlier. That's a good one right there. Dispersed, right?
Dispersed, and I think it's another one in here, man. It'll come to me in a second.
I can't think of it either.
It's another one, though. All right, James. We're in the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Right.
Hey, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings.
So the 12 tribes of Israel, which are scattered abroad. You know what I'm saying? The letter of James was only to the 12 tribes. All the books and all the letters in the Bible was only to the 12 tribes of Israel. Yes. It was only to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right? Let's get, matter of fact, since you mentioned this verse, let's get that in John. John chapter, I think it's 7.
Let me see. Is it John 7?
I think it's 7.
Yeah, dispersed among the Gentiles.
Yeah.
Right, St. John chapter 7, 35.
30, started at 35, yeah, 35, 36.
St. John chapter 7, verse 35. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?
You see that? They're talking about Christ, or the Son of God. They're talking about the Son of God, right? They said these are the scribes and the Pharisees speaking against him, and the chief priests, elders, and scribes that's speaking against Son of God. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles? Those dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles. See? So those Gentiles that were among the Gentiles that were dispersed were called Gentiles. Or should I say it? The dispersed among the Gentiles, they were called Gentiles. The dispersed means scattered. Mm-hmm. So those scattered Israelites that was among the Gentiles, they were called Gentiles because they kept those Gentile customs and followed the Gentile ways. Right? That's right. So, yeah, let's go to Peter, man. Let's get into Peter. 1 Peter 1 and 1. Right? 1 Peter 1 and 1. Yeah, man. Yeah, so do your homework.
1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1. Peter, an apostle of Jesus Christ, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia.
Right, and those strangers are talking about the children of Israel, right, that were in idolatry and those Gentile customs. They were called strangers as well. If you go and read the book of Leviticus 25, I think it's like in 25, our people call strangers in certain cases, man. Right? So, yeah. You got one? Yes, sir. Go ahead. Bring it up. All right. Where you want?
Actually, there's two in Tobit. Let's go to Tobit chapter 3 and verse 4. And then we go to Tobit chapter 13. Yeah, Tobit chapter 3 and verse 4.
Yeah, there we go. Tobit chapter 13, you said?
3 verse 4.
Oh, 3 verse 4. Tobit chapter 3 and verse 4. Mm-hmm. For they obeyed not thy commandments, wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil, and unto captivity, and unto death,
right?
And for a proverb of reproach to all the nations among whom we are dispersed.
So we are dispersed.
Right.
And they said right from top, for they obeyed not the commandments. So this is what happened.
Yep.
Right, and one more right here in Tobit 13 and verse 3. Okay. Tobit 13 and 3. Tobit and Apocrypha is part of you brothers that don't have the Apocrypha, you need it. It's a history between the New and Old Testament. Right, go ahead.
Tobit 13:3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel. For he hath scattered us among them.
Like we just read in John.
Yeah, man.
Right? Scattered among the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm. All praise to the Most High. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all heard it, man, right? We started with Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. We got it in Son of God mouth, right? We was going to be saved out of all these other nations that we were scattered amongst, right? Because these other nations took us up into captivity. The Lord gave them the power. And the Lord said this was going to be on us forever, like read in Deuteronomy 28, 45 through 46, these curses, right? Down to 64 showing us being scattered among all nations. And that's what we're gonna stick with, you know what I'm saying? That's how we know we are the Israelites, man. We know we are. So all praise to the Most High.
All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. It's Pagan Friday night 18. Going to the heavens. Shalom, grace, and peace, Israel.